What's going on, everybody? Hope you all are having a fantastic day today. Now today we're going to be checking out some TDM gameplay on Cartel. Yes, I know, kind of weird game mode to be playing on this map, but it's still one pretty decent. And I'm actually going to be rocking the MP5 in today's gameplay. So yes, I know a lot of people are going to be annoyed by this. Go ahead, you can leave your roasts down in the comment section if you really want to roast me up. But just give me a little time, please. I'm still extremely bad at this video game. It's taken me a very long time to get adjusted to this game, and I thought it took me a long time to get adjusted to past Call of Duty games, but this is the longest time it's taken me to actually get the hang of this game, which is weird because in the beta I was doing pretty decent, but I'm just using the most overpowered cheese right now just so I can get a grasp on this title and slowly begin to understand. But today we have a very serious topic that we have to discuss here, and that is about Call of Duty. Now, if you're like me and you're a very hardcore Call of Duty fan, you probably do notice this, but if you're a casual, you probably don't. I mean, a lot of the people who are casuals will play this game like once a month, and they could care less about the bugs and the glitches and all the game-breaking problems because they only play it like once a month, so it doesn't really faze them too much. But if you're a hardcore Call of Duty fan like myself and you play this game all the time, if it's one of your favorite titles like it is for me, like I spend the majority of all my time when I'm playing video games is usually spent on Call of Duty. Yes, I do dabble in different types of games, but the majority of my time is spent in this title. That's why I have a YouTube channel about it, and I've actually had a YouTube channel about this for over 10 years, so I love Call of Duty. It's my favorite. But if you really do pay attention into the Call of Duty franchise, you definitely notice that this game is getting released worse and worse and worse every single year that they come out. And I think we can all come to an agreement that Call of Duty needs a much longer cycle compared to this yearly cycle that they have right now. The developers just simply do not have enough time. Now, Activision can go about whatever they want to do with this. They can hire another team. They could do, Infinity Ward, Treyarch, Sledgehammer, and Raven Studios to make 4 different teams, making 4 different games, which would maybe, give them a little extra time since it's more teams working on these titles. Or they could just simply skip a year of Call of Duty and just make us wait every 2 years for a COD game. But something has to be done because these developers are being overstressed to push out these video games that just simply aren't ready to come out. Let's be honest here, Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War is not finished. It could have definitely had another month or 2 of time to perfect it a little bit more, and even after a couple more months of time, I still don't think it will be at a very good spot. Honestly, it'll probably need like 4 to 5 more months to make sure that this game is released very polished. And that doesn't only go for Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, this goes for all the Call of Duty titles. Modern Warfare released it in the same exact way that Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War released. Now yes, you can put some of the blame on the developers for making the games that they are now. Because if we're going to be honest here, back in the day, the developers only had 2 years to put together games, and they released perfectly. Well, near perfectly. They still had bugs and glitches and stuff like that, but it wasn't as many complaints as it is today, when they have 3+ years to make a Call of Duty video game. So, honestly, in some people's books, it's unacceptable for these development teams to be putting out video games that are just simply not ready to be put out with more time than they did back in the day. But in the defense of the developers, these games are a lot more complex to make nowadays. The engines are much more different. The graphics are highly improved compared to back in the day. There's just a lot more stuff that they have to do compared to a video game like Call of Duty 4 and World at War. So in their defense, it's just so much more that has to be done. So at the end of the day, I don't think it really matters with how many years that they have. It just matters that Activision is trying to force out these video games, when in reality, they just realistically need some more time to put together these video games. They're being rushed out, and it's very clearly seen by the community that they're being rushed out. Now, Activision probably won't do anything about this, so let's be honest here, because as long as there's casuals, they're just going to keep getting tons of money, because that's the massive majority of the Call of Duty community. The millions and billions of dollars that these companies are making from these video games are from the casuals, the people who don't care that much about YouTube content, Twitch content, staying up to date with Call of Duty, or even the hardcore Call of Duty fans. There's 10 times the amount of casuals as a hardcore Call of Duty player. And these casuals don't care about the performance of the video game. Like I said in the beginning, as long as there's something to keep them distracted from their real-life situations, they're going to be happy. It could be the buggiest mess in the world, but as long as it looks a little pretty, they'll be content with the video game. And Activision knows this. They know that the casual community will continuously spew money into this title, which is why we are never going to see the developers get more time with their releases, and we will forever get rushed games, which is really bad for the title and for a lot of hardcore fans, because people like me, you, a lot of us, we can all see that this game is rushed. This game, Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, was completely rushed out the door. Let's be honest here, especially with the pandemic going on, they needed some more time. It was clear. And after playing this video game and after playing multiplayer, no content, it's not really much to grind for. I just don't feel like it's a Call of Duty video game. It is literally the beta 2.0. It's nothing new about this title. They added 2 new maps. They added 1 gun per class extra when the game finally released. It's just a second beta. And if you really do think that the developers are the masterminds behind why these games are being released like this, and you think that the developers are the ones, just being lazy and stuff like that, you just got to think to yourself, do you really think that these individuals would go to school for 4 to 8 years to go just say, oh yeah, this is where all the money's at, making video games. Let's go to school for 8 years of my life so I can go make video games and make tons of money. No, these guys are gamers. They enjoy video games, and probably just like us, they love the Call of Duty franchise, and they went to school just to go specifically design games for people to enjoy. And it probably hurts them just as much as us to see these games being released without being perfected. I know myself. I am definitely a perfectionist. And especially with my videos, I got to make sure each and every detail is good before releasing. And even if it's like a slight edit or something wrong with the commentary where, I don't cut it in time, or I gasp or something, I don't cut it out, or if I cough or something like that, and I upload that, I'm not going to take it down because it's bad for the algorithm. But God, I will not let that out of my mind. It's going to drive me absolutely insane because I want to make sure everything is perfect for the video. And I'm sure these developers are the exact same way. They're perfectionists. They want to make sure that the game is good. But it's not up to them. It's up to Activision. If Activision says this game needs to be out at so-and-so date, the developers, it's their job to make sure the game is out at so-and-so date, no matter what. Even if they have to cut all the content, even if they have to make sure certain bugs go unfixed, anything that could potentially ruin this video game, they have to completely ignore to make sure that Activision is satisfied. And Activision simply does not care. They don't care that this game is going to turn out good. They don't care that anything is going to be broken in the title. They're not playing it. They're not the gamers. They didn't go to school for 8 years to design video games. No, they probably went for business. That's what this whole thing is. Activision is simply a business. They're trying to make money. And I'm just going to tell you guys this now. Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War is going to turn out to be an outstanding video game. I'm just going to say that to you now. But right now, in its current state, it's absolutely horrible. It's probably one of the worst video games. But I said the same thing with Modern Warfare, and look where Modern Warfare is now. Honestly, Modern Warfare turned into to be a pretty decent video game with all the tons of new maps and content that's added into it, tons of variety. I don't even have to look at Piccadilly anymore. It never even shows up in the rotation with all the maps that we have now. Tons of weapons. They patched all the bugs. They fixed all the glitches. They really did polish off that video game, but it took them the full year to get it there. And even then, it's still not amazing, but it took them a full year to get it to where it is now. And the same thing is going to happen with Black Ops Cold War. We're starting off in the same exact position. The game is just completely booty cheeks right now. It's an incomplete video game, just like Modern Warfare was, but I guarantee 5 to 6 months down the road, they're going to have enough time to patch up everything, fix all the glitches, fix all the bugs, add in more content, weapons, maps, all that good stuff. But the thing that sucks is that we don't get to see that content on day one. And since we don't see all that good stuff on day one and the game is a buggy mess, the developers have to deal with all the backlash. Activision doesn't have to hear any of it. Treyarch is literally listening to each and every complaint, knowing that they didn't have any time, knowing that they didn't have any resources to fix up this video game and make sure it released good on launch. But they have to take all the insults because it's their job and they don't want to get fired. They don't want Activision angry at them. So they're soaking it all up and they're just going to have to continuously fix this game over time. I just wish Call of Duty could release at launch complete. That's all I want out of a Call of Duty video game now. I could wait 2 to 3 years for a Call of Duty game to come out, as long as it's good at launch. No bugs, no glitches, plenty of content. I just want a complete video game. I'll gladly wait for it. But Activision has to stop treating Call of Duty like it's a cash cow. They're literally abusing this title, and it's disgusting at this point. It just seems like they're releasing games to release games in the Call of Duty franchise just to make money, when back in the day that wasn't the case. You released a Call of Duty video game, and it was a one-of-a-kind. It was a special title. You could feel the love and the passion that was crammed into the game. Black Ops Cold War, I just don't feel it. It's a Call of Duty game, I could tell that. It's playable. It's more playable than Modern Warfare was. But it just feels heartless. It feels soulless. It doesn't feel like it has any love crammed into it. It's just like when your mom or your grandma goes and makes some bomb-ass food, They always put that little something in there that just gives it that kick that you will never be able to top. You can make that recipe or you can make that dish as much as you want. But without their little touch, that little touch of love, it's just not going to be the same. Same thing with Call of Duty. You need that touch of love. You need to have that vibe that the developers really did put all of their effort into this title. I just don't feel it with Cold War. I really don't. It feels heartless. But guys, go ahead and leave your opinions down below. Also, if you enjoyed today's video, make sure to leave a like, and by all means, if you hate it, leave a dislike. Also, if you're brand new and you enjoyed the content, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button. Also, want to chat with me, there's 2 ways to do so. I have a Twitter and a Discord. Both those links are down in the description. And also, want to catch me live streams on video games. I do that over on Twitch every single day besides Mondays. Link to that is in the description as well. Guys, thanks so much for tuning in. See you on the next one. Peace out.